Tonight is Table Talk Thursdays, and tonight's topic is which box does it fit in? So, as I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up here, let me go ahead and put my comments in and do everything I need to do to set up. I am without a moderator on my Thursday nights. Tony shares to groups, but I moderate on my own. So give me just a second to set everything up here. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my tablet so I can follow the comments a little bit better. Hi, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're joining us. Say hi as you join us. Hi, Natalie. Good evening. I know there's more than just the two of you here. Hello, hello. Go ahead and let us know that you're here. Say hi. And hi, Maria, and hi, Princess Sophia. And if you don't want to be known that you're here, that's okay. You're just here to listen. That's fine. So, have hi, Alyssa. I'm good. Thank you so much. So, let me get started. The numbers are going up. People are showing up. Hello, Will. Good evening. We are in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I am. Well, actually, Scottsdale, but and this is Table Talk Thursdays. And hi, Robin and Teresa and Carrie. Hello, hello. And just for those of you who are joining us, if you're new to me, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Good evening, Melissa and Chrissa. Hello, hello. So happy you're all here. I am Elyse Ann Psychic. Hello, Nicole. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison, Bridge the Unseen, and tonight is Table Talk Thursdays. So this evening, just in case you're here, some people don't realize I have two different types of lives that I do, and I have my regular Wednesday scheduled psychic mini reading live that I do, and I also do last minute mini psychic reading lives, but that is not what we're doing this evening. Table Talk Thursdays is where it is an open interactive forum where we pick a topic every week. And I always love your input. If there's a topic you would like to cover at any point. Hello, Angela and Cindy Rose. Hello, hello. One of your favorite times of the week. Well, thank you, you guys. I really need to hear that, and I'll explain that in a minute. Anyhow, let me just explain that every week we pick a metaphysical, inspirational, or spiritual topic. Hi, Carrie from Australia. It's lunchtime there on Friday. And anyhow, so I open it up. I start talking about it. It's 2 a.m. by Princess Sophia. I just love you guys showing up and supporting me on this. I really needed it today, especially. Again, I'll tell you that in a minute. But so this evening is which box does it fit in? And if there's ever a subject, a topic that you want to know about, please let me know because these are things I know. And well, I won't say that. Not everything do I know. Sometimes I'm channeling it from my spirit team. I do every once in a while. Hi, Kirsty. I do a little research on it just to kind of refresh my memory. I've taught a lot of different metaphysical workshops throughout my career. And through my experiences with my private one-on-one sessions with my clients. So it's 8 p.m. by Will. Everybody's checking in on their time. All right. I love it. I love it. Excuse me a moment. So, um, so tonight is not mini readings, but I hope that you'll stay, even if your expectations were for mini reading, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And I really want everyone here to share. Ask your questions on the general topic, general questions on the topic. Give me, your experiences, your thoughts. Let's see. Kirsty says it's 2 a.m. there. She should be sleeping. So are you in the UK also? Because I think that's what, wait a minute. Isn't that what I know Princess Sophia's in the UK. And yep, 2 a.m. there. So, oh, awesome. Well, Natalie says divine time is interesting for a new topic, struggling with that. Okay, very cool. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. And now I know why I didn't cancel tonight. And I'll tell you in a minute. I myself have had a very emotional day. Teresa says it's 7:04. We're on the same time there. I've had a very emotional day for myself, but also today, two people that I love very dearly in my private world, my private life, had some very upsetting situations also. So I'm a little worn out, dragged out tonight, and for a moment I thought maybe I should just postpone it. And I thought, well, no, let me just, Chrissy says, yes, she's in the UK. So what I decided was, no, let me see how it goes. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Oh, you're in Canada. It's 7:05 in Canada too. Oh, I didn't know we were on the same time. Okay. 9:05, Alyssa says. I love it, you guys. Time check in. All right. So I thought, well, either way, I'm either going to feel really tired and kind of dragged out and see how it goes, or you guys would energize me. And right now, you're energizing me, so it's awesome. So thank you. Hi, Julie. So let's go ahead. It's so funny because leading up to today, I don't do a lot of planning for these, but I do have a few thoughts. I talked to my team. I have a kind of a very sketchy outline. And I had an outline. It's not, no, it's not my kids. Thank you, Natalie. They're doing okay. Thank you, thank you. Um, anyhow, I had this whole kind of outline going on, and that I thought about and what direction I would go, and then I go with the flow. However, right before, thank you, Tony, sweetheart, you got this, hugs. Thank you. Right before, about like I don't know, 20 minutes ago, Spirit threw a curveball at me. And I thought, let me try this tonight. So we're going to see how this goes. You guys are going to just work with me. We're going to see how it goes. That's what this is all about. I'm hoping that it turns out as well as I think it will. So here we go. Melissa says, you got this, Elyse Ann. You have been my inspiration the past week when I was in quarantine. Oh, sweetie. Oh, you just received your get out of jail free card today. All right. I'm so glad. I'm glad. That means probably your son is doing better too. I'm so pleased to hear that. Awesome. And you did it, Melissa. You got through it. Woo! All right. All right. So I want to start out by asking all of you. I don't know if you saw my will. Positive vibes. So happy you decided to go forward tonight. Thank you, sweetheart. I am too. This is what I love, and I thought it was going to go either way. So here I am, nice and happy. Okay, and feeling pretty energized. Okay, after this is all over, who knows? It's to the couch and crashing, I guess. But okay, so I don't know how many of you saw the image, but there were different, I think there were 5 boxes on the image I did a few days ago, and there were different colors. There was green, there was pink, there was yellow, I think there was a purple. You guys might even know better than I do. Angela, lots of love. We are all here to help each other rise and spread love. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Really, I can't even tell you from the bottom of my heart. I really needed this. So thank you so much. Um, so what I want to ask is, I'm curious, fuchsia with stars. Oh, Melissa, you're so funny. Fuchsia. All right. See, I'm not good. I'm just like basic colors. That's awesome. So, let me ask you, let me ask you a question, but first let me see here. Jen says something. I just want to acknowledge this. Oh my God, that was me yesterday. I was with my uncle when he was diagnosed with colon cancer. Jen, I'm so sorry, honey. So let's go ahead and send a lot of prayers and healing to your uncle, and just keep the faith, I guess, is what we need to say, right? All right. So Joel says, happy birthday, Will. So happy birthday, Will. He didn't say happy birthday month this time. So I'm going to guess today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Should we all sing? Not me. No, don't want to hear me sing. Anyhow, all right, so let's get back to the topic now that we're 10 minutes in. Love and healing. Thank you, Alyssa. Yes, Jen's uncle, love and healing. And to all those that are in need. And Archangel Raphael, call upon Archangel Raphael the whole month. Oh, okay. It's March 25th. Okay, well, happy early birthday, 2 weeks early, in case I forget. Okay, good. I'm off the hook. I don't have to sing happy birthday to you tonight. Okay, here we go. To the topic, Elyse Ann, to the topic. I'm laughing with myself. I hope you guys are all getting laughs out of this because I am. Anyhow, here we go. That's sweet, Angela. Sending love to you, Jen, from Angela. All right. So, as you saw the topic and you saw the image, did you choose which box or think about which box maybe your life fits in or which one you feel your life fits into? And I'd like to hear from you right now because I'm gonna launch off of that. Hopefully, you guys will answer this question right away. Um, did you have envision? Oh yeah, I like the yellow one, or I think the green fits me more, or the fuchsia fits me best. Anybody going to answer that? Because if you don't, then my whole idea goes out the window, and I'm going to have to change it. Nobody's answering. Okay, patience. I'll have patience. Should we sing happy birthday to Will while we're waiting? Hi Maria. Oh, well, let's see, you haven't seen it yet. Okay, does anybody remember all the colors? I'm so funny. I should have checked it. That's the one thing I didn't do before. I'm gonna ask you which color, but I don't remember all the green, blue, pink. Yes, green, blue, pink. There was yellow. What color are we missing? On my days, I picked the box because I like the color. However, I did look at it as my life. Okay, cool. Okay, so green, pink. What do we say? Green, blue, pink. There was purple and yellow. So let's say those five. Neoclassic, magenta. Now, Joel, you guys, I'm gonna laugh through this whole thing and we're never gonna get to the topic. I guess that's really what I really needed tonight. Okay. Well, what I want to say to all of you that are showing up, we're having a blast already. Welcome to Table Talk Thursdays. I am Elyse Ann Psychic. And I just will jump into this while I'm waiting for more answers here. Green, purple, yellow, blue, and fuchsia. Awesome. Thank you, Princess Sophia. She went and looked at it. I appreciate that. Maria, okay, cool. Red with stars, that is me. Okay, awesome. Now I'm getting my answers. Awesome, awesome. But what I want to say is go ahead and like and follow my Elyse Ann Psychic page. You can get notifications when I go live, the postings that I do, channel messages, and you can laugh all with us. So there we go. Yellow. Okay, now that you guys have started answering it, I want to know why you chose the color you did. So I'm going to wait for that answer while I sit and I laugh and I say, have some more jokes and fun. Why did you choose those colors that you did? The color that you did. Will says green. Joel says neoclassic magenta. Ah, okay. I think of my mother when I see Joel's replies, and I can't say it on the live. Why? I'll tell you afterwards, Joel. Okay, I will. I'm being really sassy and off the mark tonight. My mother was very sassy in her humor, and she used to say, "Why don't donkeys go to college?" Why, you ask? Because nobody likes a smart ass. So there you go. You guys will never hear me swear again, but there it is. That was my mother. So, anyhow, moving along. I hope that didn't offend anybody. Melissa's going to look. Okay, so tell me why now you chose the color that you did. I'm curious to know why. Was it just it attracted you? You like the color? It's your favorite color? Does it describe your life? So Natalie, blue for Archangel Michael, green for Archangel Raphael, pink for love. Carrie says, I haven't seen them, so I closed my eyes and got yellow. Okay. I love the color of Elizabeth Arden, but everybody likes a little. Okay. I reflected my path, and green felt right with my direction as it brought peace. Green healing, need that. Yes. Yellow is bright and cheerful, closer color to gold. Red grounding, stars always in my eyes. Like to see the best in people, and I am positive and happy. This is awesome. I love the way the lines are going. I loved everything about the box. Okay. Yellow, I was just drawn to it. Okay, Melissa, my favorite color in the stars, gold represents the galaxy. Blue, it looks like, where possibilities are endless and it's compact my life. I felt more drawn to the purple one. Maybe the color and tall shape, Kirsty says. Okay. So if you notice, also green for Patty's Day. All right. If you notice, you all labeled it. You all chose the color, but you all labeled it. And you decided that that's how it represented your life. So I want to segue a little bit into, do you leave yourself open? Krista says, I love purple. I just love color in general. I've always loved the color. Okay, awesome. So some of you really labeled it. Some of you just went with the feeling, if you noticed. Yellow, drawn to the loving pure light and felt the guidance. Love it, love it. Okay, we're going to go in different directions here because if you noticed, you all had a label for it as to why. Well, most of you did. Is it to do with chakras? No, it does not, my dear love. Actually, I had, like I said, I had an outline. I was going to go in a certain direction, and I thought, let's just throw caution in the wind, see what happens to the answers, and I'll wing it and see where we go with it, depending upon the answers. So here we go. You're all labeling it. You're all analyzing it. Are you not? You're analyzing it. Some of you might have gone with a feel, but you all sat back and you analyzed it. Do we do that in our life? Do we do that in our lives? Do we analyze? Do we have judgments? Do we feel it from our heart center? These are actual questions I want to hear your answers to. Tonight's my questions to you, and then I'll receive your answers. Hi, Eve. Welcome. So, does that resonate with you? Do you realize that as I asked you those questions, and of course I did ask a question of all of you, but most of you, Princess Sophia, oh yes, we are based on face value. We, yes, we do analyze, right, Angela? We do. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I'm really in a very like, I usually am, here I am kind of person. This is me. But Will, I thought I was going to win a prize for picking the right box. I'll sing you happy birthday. That's your prize. But I don't know. You may think it's a real dud. So I won't. But if you notice, everyone analyzed. Everybody thought about it. Um, and I keep reading the comments because this is great, you guys. I love this. Guides made me feel that was my life and the best representation of accepting everything and the light of the angels. Awesome. Awesome. I love that. Yeah, Will, you and Joel go well together. You're joking around. You guys are great. Okay, so so I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I still am. I'll admit it to some degree. Not like I used to be, though. I was a huge analyzer. I still have that tendency. Why, how? I need to understand so much of it. And I am learning more and more because one thing you know about me is I'm never going to put myself out there as, oh, look at me. No, I'm walking the path the same as you guys. Maybe I've experienced it more. Maybe I'm a little further ahead. Maybe I'm a little further behind. Okay. We all are human. But I am learning more and more that analyzing everything and putting everything in a box because of what we think affects our life in a very huge way. Let's see, that's Melissa. That's the best gift isn't always the biggest package. That the best gift isn't always the biggest package. That's true. That's true. And you know what I like about that comment, Melissa? That is great. Because what that says, and that's a beautiful representation of what I'm moving into, is that is saying I'm open-minded. That the best gift isn't always the biggest package means you leave yourself open for the possibilities. Okay, that's no, I'm just kidding. That was great though, Melissa. It's true though. If you think about it, as human beings, we always want to put it in a box. We always want to make sense out of something. We always want to analyze it. We as human beings have a very, very difficult time allowing the flow. Excuse me a minute. I'm an overthinker, Eve says. Oh, yes, we can start a club with that. Melissa, I love it. Yes, exactly. Because, some of this is, yes, we're human. It's kind of natural. Some of it is the way we're taught as human beings is to think about everything and analyze everything and make sure. Now, this sits, thank you, Spirit, this sits a lot in the space of being right and wrong. Think about that. What triggers us to analyze it? Are we making the right decision? Like Stephen Covey with the bowl. I am sorry, I don't know who Stephen Covey is with the bowl. I may have heard of this, but I'm not really sure. If you'd like to share what that is, Princess Sophia, I'd love to hear it. Absolutely love to hear what that exactly is. Okay, so Alyssa says, for the first time in my life, I have been able to accept the negatives as positives because there is always a reason. Accepting there is a greater plan. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. So, yes, Alyssa, and that in itself is huge and monumental. And that is a journey and a process. Hi, Christine. I'm glad you're here too. Thank you. And so, excuse me. Um, that's about going with the flow. Yes, Alyssa, I'm not. Okay, so Will says, I'm not only the president of the Overthinker Club, I was once a client. That was me. That was so me. Do you know, years ago, someone looked at me, another psychic, I think it was another psychic, looked at me and said, how are you so psychic? You're so analytical. Like, how does that come together? I'm like, I don't know, it works, right? So, so that tells you I can very much get in my head space and brain. Um, okay. Cindy Rose says, habits of highly effective people, Covey wrote years ago, and Speed of Trust Another. I've seen that book. Never, I'll admit I never read it, but I saw it. I guess maybe I'm not highly effective. Maybe I don't know. I'm having so much fun tonight. I always have fun, but I'm on this in this space, so it's great. Okay, Carrie Hulla, babe. I think I'm sorry if I butchered your last name there. I apologize. Um, I feel like an underthinker. I just came up with an answer without even looking at the box. I am starting to realize I should look at the options more to make better choices. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to sit with that for a moment because what I like about that, okay, so you guys, he's the speaker on mindset, and okay, cool. Maybe I should read it because I never did. So I think, Carrie, what that says to me is you do tend to go a little bit more with the flow. And quite frankly, that puts us in harmony with spirit and nature, if you will. Nature is spirit, spirit is nature. I believe that. Everything, the naturalness, the flow of things. And what happens is, though, we analyze lots of times also, like we were starting to say, because of fear. Am I going to do this right? Am I going to do it wrong? Now, of course, in society, there are certain things we do have to look at and analyze. I mean, I get that, right? That is part of the human experience, part of what we need to do to get through life. However, excuse me, there's so many times we do it when it's not necessary. We overthink it. So Alyssa says the trusting the connection. Absolutely. That's another place people overthink. Our intuition, we overthink. I like that. We're going to go into that just a little bit tonight too. So don't let me forget. Excuse me, because that has a whole nother connotation or path to it. Okay, here we go. Melissa, I am an overthinker and feel everything, but I also have the hope of the best is yet to come. All right. Can hope is a great word and we use that, but let's mix in some faith with it too. Hope is like, well, here you go. I'm hoping. Faith is, okay, I know. So if we can mix the two, it becomes even stronger. And see, that's great. also, Melissa, because you say I'm an overthinker and you feel everything. But you see, when we feel it, lots of times, I'm an empath. I've been doing it my whole life. We have a tendency also to flip into the brain about it. Am I right? What am I feeling? What does this mean? Da, 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 da. Instead of just allowing ourselves to stay in that space. Let's see. Yes, faith, hope, and love. Faith, hope, and love. Absolutely. Princess Sophia, he had a fishbowl and used it as a brain. You could have everything you want if you put them in the bowl in order without overthinking. Interesting. I wonder how that came out. I have to look all that up. That's great. So again, we want to analyze everything. We want to put it in a box, and it's so interesting because I know, like, even in the private one-on-one sessions that I do, that comes up with my clients because the psychic information is not logical. It usually never is, and that's what messes us up some. It's trusting the connection. And I have been known to say to clients many times in my private one-on-one sessions, don't take it and try and fit it into a box because that may not be what it means. We like things orderly. I get that. That's some, again, human nature. But let's not put everything in a box because we work against the flow, the natural flow. We can misinterpret things. We can limit ourselves extremely. That was really good English grammar. Um, so I'm having too much fun with myself, I think, tonight here. Um, so we put a lot of limitations on it. And let's talk about this now in terms of spirit and information. When we receive information, now we all have intuition. Every single person has intuition. Intuition to me is just underdeveloped psychic ability. So no matter what, we all have intuition, whether you think you do or not. That gut feeling, that moment in time where you were heading west and you were going to turn 2 miles down the road, but something said turn now or turn at the next street and you did. You'll never maybe necessarily know why you were told to do that. Okay, but you did, right? You didn't limit yourself. You didn't say, "Oh, let me have an argument and analyze it." You just went with that gut feeling, right? And so that's our intuition. But what happens is when we get these feelings, instead of staying in the feeling space with it, we flip it up into our minds and our ego. When we start thinking about it and analyzing it, and didn't mean this, and didn't mean that, and didn't mean that, and didn't mean this. I understand. I used to do that all the time, especially before I really had a good handle on the fact of my psychic ability, because I've had it from very aware of it from a young age, but I didn't really necessarily recognize what it was because I had no one to guide me. So let me see some of these other comments. Eve says, me too, feel everything too much sometimes. You know, too much is an interesting word. I understand that we can talk about being an empath. We can talk about a lot of different things. And I think in the way beginning of starting my Table Talk Thursdays, I spoke about being an empath. And maybe that's a topic we'll come into again because I know that more and more people are recognizing that they're an empath. So let me know in the comments tonight if you're interested in that topic. We may revisit it and see what comes up on the next another live with that topic. And or let me know if there are any topics that you want to know about, you want to learn about. This is my way of giving. This is my way of being of service to all of you, that I can share this information. I can share my experience. I can help you to grow and learn and understand more. So let me know if there's a topic you really want to know about. Okay, I've had some suggestions throughout the time, and we have done this some topics that have been suggested. So I want to still hear from you, all of you, to let me know what you would like to hear about going forward. All right, so let's see. Natalie, I used to hope, now I have faith and I see life totally different. The thing about faith is it takes back our power. When we have faith, it's an ownership space, actually, is the way I see it. Hope is a little bit like, it's not really totally giving away our power, but it's not having full ownership either. So that's a beautiful thing. And for the good, yes, for the good. Okay, Alyssa says, yes, always trying to find the reasoning when sometimes the reasoning isn't meant to be brought forward right away. Absolutely. Oh, you and I are kindred spirits on that. I still do it. I still do it. Now, I'll, I'll get very open again here. Sometimes I need to do it because it helps me to heal. It helps me to kind of get through it. It seems to be the way I work through certain things. However, I am learning not to need to know everything, because we take ourselves out of our connection with spirit. We take ourselves out of our natural feeling body. We're all energy. We feel. And maybe you don't get all your psychic or intuition through feeling, but we are receptors. We're energy. It's like radio waves. Everybody's putting energy out. We're receiving, we're giving, we're receiving, we're giving. That's really how we communicate before we do anything else. So okay, Alyssa says, I'm sorry, wanted to say we are talking about trust, and my 10-month-old just started walking just now. Oh my gosh, Alyssa! Woo! That is congratulations! How exciting. Okay, everybody, let's congratulate Alyssa. Her 10-month-old just started walking like right this minute. Woo! That is so exciting. You better get out the video camera. Oh, see, I'm dating myself. Get out your phone and take a video. Oh, goodness gracious. Sometimes my daughters look at me and go, huh, mom? Anyhow, woo! Okay. Congratulations, Alyssa. That is so exciting. Okay. All right. So, by the way, I didn't mention to share this out to people, share this out to groups and your friends. We're still going to go for a little while. They can join in. And anybody who has shown up maybe a little late, or if you've missed some of this, please feel free. I always post it after the live. It's on my page. You can always replay it. Let me know if you do replay it. I'm starting to look at that, and I'd like to know when people do. It's the first time I've ever asked anybody to say and ask them to tell me that they are. So please do that. All right. So let's see here. Princess Sophia, what happens when we have a gut feeling and it causes overthinking and it turns out true? What happens when we have Well, I think that's every individual situation, Princess Sophia, is different. I'm not sure I could take that question a couple different ways. That's why I'm struggling a little bit. You got a big out of me. So is it that the gut feeling turns out to be true, or your overthinking turns out to be true? That's where I'm a little lost. So if you want to clarify that, then I would have a better concept of the question and be able to make sure that I'm answering it as clearly as possible. Okay, please. Thank you. Jerry Lee, yes, I'm interested. Yes, Melissa, about being an empath. Cindy Rose, yes. Eve, yes. Princess Sophia, empath is a problem for me at times and it can be a struggle. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. From the moment I was born. Yes. Okay. We will revisit that. I think there's a real need. I have been noticing more and more. And obviously there's more for me to share and move through. Life is a growing and learning process. No matter how far we are on our path and our journey, there's still more. Because when there's no more, then we transition. We've reached our purpose and our enlightenment for what we came here for in this lifetime. So I'm happy to still have things to learn and grow through. All right, Julie. Yes. Okay. Eve. Yes. Learning how to release once you process is the hard part. Yes, it can be. And that is a whole nother topic. So, remind me, I'm going to ask, I know about empath. Eve, if you would do me a favor after the live, just go ahead and message me, just so, because I have a list that I'm keeping of different topics that every week I'll look at. Or if someone does make a request, if you ever have a request in the middle of the week, something comes up and you're like, I wonder how well, maybe Elyse Ann Psychic can do a Table Talk Thursday on that one week. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. This is what I'm here for. Okay. So So Melissa says, what about visions that you see before something happens and you can feel in your spirit what is coming, but can't always understand what it is until it's over? Well, there again, until we are thinking about or paying it, let me rephrase that. I was reading three other comments at the same time I was answering that. Let me pull back for a moment. Okay. What about visions that you see before something happens? Okay, those are premonitions. I used to get premonitions all the time, all the time. And I was once told something when I was about 8 or 10 years old, and we are living it right now. I didn't even understand the words at the time, and that's why I remember it so vividly. And when I was about 8, 10 years old, I was in my backyard, and Spirit said to me, "We're moving towards an elitist country." And I'm like, I'm 8 years old. What does that mean? That's why it stuck with me. And I'm not looking to get political in any way, but if you look at what's happening in our country, we really are, unfortunately, in a place where I believe it's kind of more of an elitist country. So anyhow, I don't want to go down that road though. I'm not here to be political in any way or have society, discussions about those things. Everybody has their own belief and opinions, and I very much honor and respect everybody. I have a lot of people in my world that think very opposite of me, and that is fine. I'm totally okay with that. Live and let live. So, okay. So when it's sometimes we're not supposed to know, Melissa. Sometimes we're just not supposed to know. Sometimes we're given visions that we don't even know what it's about. I've had that happen to me. Premonitions where I didn't know who, I didn't know where, I knew what it was. Sometimes it's just about our own spiritual growth. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons for it. So, and sometimes I'm being told by my team to say this, and yes, sometimes we may be given this premonition to give us a little bit of a heads up so that when it actually possibly occurs, we're not so, for lack of a better word, shocked, that we manage it a little bit better because we've had that little precursor, the little trailer, to the movie, so to speak. So that's how I would say that. That's how I would answer that, I should say. Oh, everybody's congratulating. Yes, he is going to give me a run for my money. Oh, Alyssa, they do. You'll never sit again for quite a lot of years. I raised two, I know. But that's awesome. That is so exciting. So exciting. Okay. Maria, I would like to know about premonitions. Does anyone else get them and why do they happen? Okay. That's going to be for another evening, I think. I think we can go a lot further into it than tonight. And so I want to, there too, please direct message me through Messenger and just, you'll find me under Elyse Ann. I have, that's my profile. Or you can, on my business page, you can send me a message on the Elyse Ann Psychic page. There's a message button there. You can do that. And I get all of them. So either way, just to remind me, because even though when I do this, I'm here talking to you, but I'm also very connected to my spirit team. So I'm kind of in that space where I don't remember everything. So just please remind me. Okay. Will, I have also recently learned that you're never too old to learn your path and shift your life. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, will definitely. That's why, in our society, it's so funny because I didn't realize this till, I don't know, about 10 years ago. I started coming to my awareness more and more. All these sayings we know that society has, you can't, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can teach an old dog new tricks. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink. All of those things. As I've gotten older, I realized there's a lot of truth in them. And now I understand more and more why we have those sayings. But yes, it is never too late. It's never too old to learn your path. And that's the beauty of progress and growth and evolving and becoming enlightened, more and more enlightened. So that's beautiful. So, Princess Sophia, gossip, overthink on certain situations. Okay. Let me go back to your original question here. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm just looking at my tablet here. Catching up and Hold on a second. I know it was here somewhere. Okay, so what happens? You said something about what happens when we get some intuition, but then we overthink it. Okay, so well, first of all, you talk about gossip. That's where we have a choice whether we take it in. That's where we have a choice, if you will. Let's go back to the boxes. You're going to put it in the truth box. You're going to put it in the I don't know box. You're going to put it in the no box. Or are you just going to let it be? Does it have to go in a box? Let it flow and see what happens. That's what this is all about. We so want to predetermine. We so want to think it out. We so have our life planned. And when we try and put it in that box, there are times it just doesn't fit. Spirit has other plans. And it may not be what we envisioned, but there's a reason for it. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I needed to hear tonight. So hopefully you all got that message too. That was like a direct hit for me. Okay. So, all right. You all are on this personal journey with me. Hooray. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay, Eve. Yes, you're welcome. Hi, Tommy. Welcome. I dream about things a lot and they happen. I have so much deja vu. Okay, very cool. Now, let me direct, not direct that. Let me address that. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So, and this is based on my own belief system, okay? What I believe from my own experience and through my own psychic abilities and working with clients again, privately one on one. Dreams are different to me than the deja vu. I believe what deja vu is before. Now, this is a whole nother topic, but it's coming up. So we're going to just sprinkle it in here and then move on. Deja vu to me, I have a belief system that when we contract to have this lifetime, we sit down with a council, if you will, and we kind of lay out the plans for this lifetime. Not everything's set in stone. There's free will, free choice, all kinds of things. I have done lives on that before. So if you want to go, anybody wants to go, excuse me, to my page, Elyse Ann Psychic page, and look at all the videos. I finally labeled, got the brilliant idea. The topics on the Table Talk Thursdays. It doesn't just say Table Talk Thursday, it gives you the topic also. And I have soul contracts and things like that up there, past lives, all intertwines, a lot of it intertwines. However, I believe that we get this plan laid out. That's our contract. And again, we have free will, free choice, and options and things like that. But I believe that we get a quick preview of it all, like a very fast forward. When you have you're watching a movie on Netflix or whatever, and you can hit the fast forward, right? And it goes at 32 times or what have we. Some of them will let you go that fast, and you see little snippets, and it goes by really really fast. That's what I believe deja vu is. That actually we saw it somewhere in that, the movie of our life that we got the preview of at 32 times speed. Okay, that's my belief system. And you can all weigh in and tell me what you think. I always love to hear what everybody else thinks. I learn and grow from all of you too. So that's why I love doing this also. Not only do I get to give and give back and give from my heart and be of service, I get to learn from all of you. So, all right. Alyssa says she has two boys, 6 and 10 months. Well, congratulations. That is awesome. I bet you they do give you a run for your money. Okay. Alyssa says, I have had many situations where I can hear, feel, and see everything that spirit put me in contact with, but I don't know what it's called or if I may be too connected. Interesting. I love tonight. We're going here and going there. And that's what this is about. I love it. The questions and your comments really is what fuels this conversation. So I love this interaction. Thank you so very much. Okay. So I can see, feel, and hear the sitter's thought. I don't know the name. I see. Hmm. Well, some people would say it's telepathy, but I don't necessarily use that word for no apparent reason. I just don't. Your feeling is an empath. Feeling is an empath. I'm an empath. And so when we feel other people's stuff, their pains, their emotions, their physical pain, whatever, you don't have to feel all of that. But I do. I'm a healer, also Reiki master teacher, energy healer. So I work within that realm also with clients. But I, I, if you've watched any of my psychic mini reading lives, you probably have heard or seen me say from time to time that I can feel what this person's feeling. Like I'll start it and I'll be like, oh, I can feel you're really jittery. Go ahead and take a breath or what have you. That, but also I can hear thoughts sometimes. I can. It's just a psychic ability. Maybe it is telepathy. I never labeled it. I'm not big on labels like that. I'm probably big on labels in other parts of my world, but I guess when it comes to my psychic ability, I go with the flow. I do. And mine has shifted and changed over my lifetime, and that's fine. I wouldn't I personally would not label it as too connected. I don't believe there's ever such a thing. And Alyssa, at any point, if you're guided, I work with clients one on one to help them with their own psychic abilities and development. So if you ever want to do a private one on one session, we can address that for you specifically. When I work with my clients this way, it's specifically catered for them, their needs. Their spirit team is catering directly to your needs, versus doing it in a workshop or what have you, where it's more of kind of a generalized for everyone. Okay, so but probably telepathy. Okay, here we go. Jeanette, hello, love. How are you tonight? Oh, I'm very good. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And Abby, hello. Just good evening, beautiful souls. Thank you, Abby. Melissa, deja vu is we have been there before. Okay, right. And I believe the way we have been there before is having a preview of our life, a very quick preview. Like I said, 32 times the speed or what have we, or that's my belief. So yes, we've been there before. We've seen it before. Because if you notice, I don't know about, this is a good question. It's about deja vu, which is not really our topic for tonight, but that's okay. Like I said, this goes wherever the flow goes. I'm just curious to know, because I know how deja vu happens to me. And I find it 99.9 tenths of the time, it's just very mundane things. Do you have it the same way? I have never asked anybody that question. But now that we're talking about it, I thought, let me ask all of you. Is it usually mundane that just comes up and it's like something really, like I said, mundane? It's just like, okay, what color box? What color box? I don't know. What box are we going to use? Can you hand me that plate? I don't know. Just mundane things like that. Do you experience it that way, or is that just me? I'm really curious to have the answers from all of you on that. So, okay, yes, I feel that deja vu is a sign I'm on the right track. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I like that. Okay, dreams would be a good topic. It is on the list. Okay, thank you. Clairaudient. Yes, Joel. I'm gonna say yes, it's clairaudient. I feel personally, from my experience, a little bit more than that. Yeah. I don't even know how to explain it. You notice? I'm like, ugh. But yes, clairaudience is a big part of that. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that, Joel. Okay, hi, Sandra Dean. How are you? Alyssa, yes, I most definitely know I am an empath. Okay, Jeanette, I have been a seer and sensor all my life, as my mom and grandma were as well. I've known things before they've happened, or have had past loved ones come to me as they have passed. No, so I'm putting my hand up and nodding yes. And all five of my children are also gifted. I keep seeing the same numbers for the past 30 years. Well, how cool is that? We've had a lot of the same experiences. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I am very I had an experience once with a family member that I wasn't very close to. It was an uncle who passed. And I remember standing in my kitchen. So, and we had the blinds, you know, the long blinds, not wood blinds, but it was the patio door. And they were closed. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden it was, and I knew instantly it was him. He was letting me know he passed. I knew it instantly. I didn't snap very well in the last one. So yes, the reason why I bring that up, again, we're kind of jumping all over, but I love this, is that I've also in client sessions, I'm a medium also, and those that have crossed over will show up. And sometimes my clients have said, well, why are they showing up? I didn't even ever know them in my lifetime. They, you know, they passed before I was born, or we didn't have a good relationship. And I just want to bring to everybody's attention, that does not, it doesn't matter in the sense that we're all part of a soul family. And that soul family is based in unconditional love. And so, even if you did not have a relationship on this earthly plane with that person, you're all very deeply and immensely connected through the unconditional love of the soul family. So, okay. Joel, I don't know why you put question marks there. Okay. Melissa, that sounds great. Okay. Cindy Rose, one-on-one, very informative and helpful. Thank you, Cindy Rose. I've read for Cindy Rose privately before. Thank you. Yes, preview a friend repotting plants. Okay, so that's your deja vu. Okay, like all of a sudden okay. So it is kind of mundane. Your friend was potting plants, and all of a sudden you're like, I've seen this before, right? Okay, so it's not just me. I've never, like I said, I've never asked like that. Well, I mean, I've never asked that before. Melissa, I took a trip to St. Louis and I've never been there before, and I could tell exactly what was in a certain place and describe in detail. That is either, and I'm not looking at it from a psychic point of view. I'm just going to give you an option here: deja vu and or a past life. That could be related to a past life. I'm not looking at it psychically. I'm just saying that's a possibility. Okay, Will, I feel like I've done the exact same thing with the same people in the same place type of feeling. Right. So I would say preview or deja vu. Carrie says deja vu is pay attention. Very interesting. Very interesting. I never looked at it that way. I'll have to sit with that one. That's interesting. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, Carrie? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. If not, it's okay. I'm just curious. That one I'm curious about. How you related to that, or what in your experience makes you say that? Because and again, the only reason I ask is my deja vu is so mundane that I can't say in any of my experiences with deja vu that it was a warning or a heads up. Interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, Alyssa. Yes, I do only a couple of moments. It was more detailed. Okay. So Jeanette says, I was driving and I knew someone passed. I wasn't sure at the time who it was, but when I got to my sister's, I found out it was my grandfather whom I was close to. This was my first experience. Oh, so sorry for your loss. But yes, loved ones and I I had a best friend in high school and we lost touch. She moved, I moved. We lost touch a long time ago, but she meant a lot in my world at the time. We were friends for quite a few years. And even after high school, we were friends for quite a while. And I hadn't thought about her. That's what happens. People are out of our life. We may not think about them for a very long time. It had been quite a lot of years. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there she was. And I thought, I gotta figure out why. I mean, that's so odd. It just out of nowhere, there she was. And so I did some research because she had a very interesting last name and I couldn't remember how to spell it. And through my yearbook and everything else, I did some research and I found out that she had passed from a tragic pedestrian accident 2 nights earlier. And why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing it up because we were connected through the soul family. And she wanted to let me know. And she obviously, lots of times they'll come to us too because they know we're of light and they may want a little help getting to the other side. And we don't have to be completely conscious of this or an awareness of it. But I wanted to share that. It's just all these different things are coming up as all of you are sharing your wonderful things. That I'm in a very sharing mode tonight. Can you tell? So okay. So let me see. Melissa says, I had that instant when my boss recently passed away. A picture that says love fell off my wall, and I said, okay, Daniel, without hesitation. And an hour later, his wife contacted me that he had passed away. Yes, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, it is. Again, we may not always understand why they chose us or what have we. We want to think it's a special connection we had on earth, but also um, we're part of a soul family when we come in contract, and they're massively big soul families, but we do that, and that is the connection too, not just on the earthly plane, but through the spiritual world. Past life, Melissa, I did do past life, I think once or twice already. If you would also go to my videos on my page and look at the topics, and there's a couple on there. Have I had any experience with telekinesis? Sandra, that's an interesting question. Very, very little, to be honest. I think at the time I had attempted it, I think I was still a little too up in my head, and I haven't attempted it since. So interesting you bring that up. Maybe it's time for me to go look at that again. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, Jeanette. Yeah, since then I've had lots of visits, but they have been through scents. Yes. Smell. My father did that to me. I love you, Dad. There was a thing in our family about him and his shoes, him and his feet. That's all I'll say. It wasn't the most horrific, but and I'll never forget after he passed, I walked through my living room and all of a sudden I was like, okay, Dad, you're here. Thank you. So yes, they do. Sense that we can associate, hopefully more pleasant than that, but sense that we can associate with that person after they've crossed over, they'll do it that way too. Very cool. Alyssa, I love the energy and openness between everyone's experience. It's a beautiful learning experience. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. Oh, Alyssa, how sweet. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I love the energy and openness of everyone. It's just so fantastic. And we're all growing, we're all learning, we're all sharing the love. So I really love it. And it's so funny because as you said that, I think back to my very first Table Talk Thursday, the first one or two. It was like, okay, guys, come on, comment. But now we've got the hang of it. I was getting the hang of it, and everyone else is getting the hang of it. And now it's just fabulous. It's where I want it to be, where everybody's interacting. And that's the whole idea behind this. It's a sharing opportunity. So, okay. Melissa says, I get that either before someone is about to pass away or come back in my life that I start thinking of them. Yes, Melissa, I've had that where I will think about somebody and then all of a sudden they'll pop in. I haven't thought of them in like 3 years, and all of a sudden they'll pop in my head, so to speak. And then within a couple days, I run into them. It's like, oh, or I'll think about somebody and all of a sudden I'll hear them. They'll call me or what have. Yes, yes, yes. That is our energy connection with the other person. That's what we're picking up on, and that is being intuitive / psychic. Again, to me, intuition is just underdeveloped psychic ability. Okay, Carrie, my deja vu is also mundane. I really do float through life, rolling with the flow. That's awesome. So sometimes the deja vu is saying something maybe about to happen, or a situation is not what it seems. Okay, and you know what? I like that because everybody's spirit team, communicates in different ways with us. Mine communicates differently than other people's communicate with theirs. So it's great. They're going to communicate with us the way they know they can get through. And that's also like in when I do my private one-on-one sessions, or even on my lives, you'll hear me say, well, that's not the words I would use, but that's what your spirit team is using, which means they're communicating through me for you, and they're going to speak to you in the way you're going to understand the best. So yes, beautiful. Okay, Sandra. I knew when my three uncles passed different times. I physically felt it when two of my brothers were in a horrible auto accident, and I knew the instant my ex-husband was in a horrible head-on big rig accident that killed a teenage girl. I'm so sorry. She entered the wrong way in a freeway. I knew all these details before knowing the details. Well, sweetie, yeah, and it can be difficult at times. If you're ever in those situations for anybody, ask your angels to come around and comfort you. It's a very much a blessing to be very in tune, but at times when we're faced with things like that, it's difficult. We're human too, and it can be difficult to take on the human level. I'm so sorry for all that tragedy and horrible accidents. My goodness. I hope I hope everybody's doing okay, and our blessings to that teenage girl. I hope she entered the other side, crossed over the other side very easily. Okay, Jeanette, no one smokes in my house, and many times I smell it, and also flowers. Yes, my parents smoked, especially my father, and every once in a while I'll get that too. Yes. Princess Sophia, knowledge is sharing. Love it. Awesome, awesome. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read. Oh, Jeanette has a comment here too, and then we're already through the hour. So let me read Jeanette's comment. Let me address it, and then let's see what else Spirit might want me to say, and then we're gonna wrap it up for this evening. Okay, Jeanette. Oh, my dear love, I lost my first grandson when he was 5. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. And there have been times when I've been talking about him, and suddenly music from his service comes on the radio. Oh, I'm getting chills. Tomorrow would have been his 20th birthday, and I still miss him so very much. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry for your loss. But when that music comes on, he's letting you know he's there and he's okay. And he truly wants you to be happy. You can miss him, but be happy. Make sure you haven't stopped living in any way. Okay? I usually don't give messages, but he's standing right here and he really wanted you to know that. So I gave one message this evening, but it was needed. I trust Spirit when they push through so strongly. So thank you everyone for allowing me and indulging me for doing that. Okay. Will, I also want to thank you for letting me take part in the sharing and growing as well. You're so welcome. So glad you went forward and did the show tonight. It was great. Thank you. And Jeanette says, I know he does. Thank you. Thank you. I am actually so thrilled. Okay, wait, here's Melissa. I feel the Spirit directed me to your page to connect with you, and it's been a true blessing in my life to get an understanding of my gifts because I've tried to explain what I experienced to other people, trying to understand what I was experiencing, and they think I'm crazy. Yeah, well, walk a mile, and a lot of people don't understand. It's very unique and it's very different. Everybody can have the experiences, but some of us are much more aware and in tune than others. So, let's see. Thank you for tonight, Sandra D says. Jeanette says, thank you so much, love. Brittany says, I have a random, I'm sorry, I know you're about to finish up. Oh, don't be sorry, honey. That's okay. I go with the flow. Here we are. I didn't put it in a box. I didn't say 8 o'clock we're done. I let it float. Okay, great way to wrap it on in. Okay, here we go. Um, Brittany says, I have dreams of children I would have had if it wasn't for miscarriages. Loving these lives. I too had a miscarriage between my 2 daughters, and he came to me. It was a he. And how do I know? He came to me in a visitation. How did I know? Because I have lived in Arizona for, well, my oldest was 2 when we moved here. My youngest was born here. And the dream, because I miscarried between the 2 of them, and they were all standing in a row with him in the middle. And I live in Arizona and in southern, not southern, but Phoenix area, okay? And the 3 of them were standing there in parkas. And I'm sure they showed up that way. So I would remember, like on my conscious level, like, why are they wearing parkas? So, yes, that's what they do. And that's all about the love. So awesome. Awesome. Jeanette says to Melissa, amen. I completely understand. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And glad you did it. Intuitive Inspirations. Thank you. And thank you, Cindy Rose. Thank you, all of you. I just, for a moment, like I said, I thought, oh, my energy just isn't there. And then I thought, no, because either it's just going to go and everybody's going to understand, or you're going to get energized again. And I very, very much got energized again because I love what I do. It fills my heart, it fills my soul, it fills my purpose. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to be of service and share in these free sharing lives. I'm here to help people individually in private one-on-one sessions. I'm here to spread the love and compassion. I care about everybody. I I I have so much compassion and love for humankind. And yes, there are those things that I'm like, oh, but still I stand in love and compassion, and I'm just here. I'm here for what all of you may need. So please reach out to me. Reach out to me privately. Let's work in depth to process through some of these things and heal some of these things so we can get those out of the up out of the subconscious so you can release those blocks and things that are keeping you from really moving forward, because everything that motivates us is so much on the subconscious. We're not even aware of it. And please, again, like and follow my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Make sure your settings are set at favorites or all, whichever way Facebook has it, because they're always changing and some people have different things than others. And that way you'll get notifications of when I go live. Don't forget about my weekly Wednesday psychic mini reading scheduled live. I also do last minute lives with that. I have my Thursdays now. Now, keep in mind, everyone, I don't know what Facebook is going to do, because come Sunday morning, everybody goes and changes time except for us. And for whatever reason, Facebook has me as Mountain Standard Time, but only part of the year am I Mountain Standard Time. The other part, coming on Sunday, I no longer Mountain Standard Time. So I don't know exactly how Spirit's going to, excuse me, how Facebook's going to do it. I don't know if they're going to make the change for me. I have no clue. So just please make sure you're following and liking my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Check, I post about it. I post about times also when my events, I have my events scheduled. Check it all out. And, go on there on Mondays and Fridays. I post a channeled card message. Yes, a channeled message, card message. There we go. Mondays and Fridays. Um, Also, please go to my website, check me out, learn all about the services I offer. I'm also a space clearer. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of energy work in that way. Yes, it can be done remotely. Learn about me, learn how I became who I am, the services I offer, but also while you're there on the home page, please sign up for my email list, because my email list every month exclusively receives a 3-card channel message for the month. And that is only through my email list. And you'll also be one of the first to know about any events, promotions, whatever is happening. So please sign up for that. Invite your friends to my page. I am looking to grow my page. The more you help me and invite friends to like and follow my page and share my lives and all that good stuff, the more Facebook puts me out there and the more people I can reach, which is what it's all about for me. I'm here to spread the love. That is my purpose in this lifetime, and I know it. And I'm here, and that's what I just have to do. And last but not least, on Monday, I hit 1,000 followers. Yay! Thanks to all of you and getting me out there. So I'm asking you, continue to get me out there, and please look for the post that I put up on Monday. I think that was the 8th. It says, "Thank you. I have 1,000 followers," and it has a fireworks image there. Because what am I doing to celebrate? I'm going to be gifting, I should say, 2 lucky winners a 30-minute, free 30-minute one-on-one private session with me to celebrate and to say thank you. Now, what you need to do with that post is you have to like it and share it, or you can love it and share it, as long as you react. No angry faces, though, and no laughing, okay? Like or love and share the post. But also, you must be liking and following my page. Okay, those are the couple of things you have to do to be entered into the drawing for the possibility of being gifted a 30-minute one-on-one session with me for free. And I'm giving away 2 of them. So go ahead and do your thing. Go to my page and find that post, share it, invite your friends. They can get involved in that giveaway too. So I am done with all of that commercial. Hold on a second. Let me see. Joel says, "Glad you did it. Thank you." Brittany says, "Yes, the smallest things." Carrie, thank you. Thank you, Angela. Will, thank you. Maria, thank you. Jeanette, thank you. Sunday, I'm on the same time as you. Okay, okay, good. All right, you're welcome, Melissa. I'm glad you loved it. And I thought I saw on here, Joel asked me if I named the child. I think you asked me that. I did not, Joel. You might have deleted that. That's okay. I don't mind you asking. Um, no, I did not. I didn't know I had a feeling it was a boy, but I didn't know for the longest time. And so, no, I did not, but he still holds a place in my heart. And there's a reason for everything, so it's a grieving process for anybody who's ever experienced it. It is a grieving process, but I have been blessed with two amazing other children, and he's around there somewhere. Running around. So thank you to each and every one of you. I am so glad I did this tonight. I have recuperated and rejuvenated. Had a great time. And let me know next week what type of topic. I think we have a few that we were talking about. I'm going to go back. See, I told you I'm in an altered state because I'm also getting messages at the same time. My spirit team are my business partners, and they're with me when I do these lives, and they give me information. And they guide me. Okay. So I'm not always totally in the body. So I don't remember it all, but I'll go through the comments too and see. But also, please direct message me if you either said something on here about a topic, just to make sure I don't forget it, or if you didn't want to put it up here but you want to tell me about it, go ahead and reach out to me, please. And to everyone that joined me tonight, thank you so very much. I'm so glad we all had a good time and that you could laugh with me and all your love. I can feel it, and sharing your experiences. I mean, it's just amazing. I am so blessed with all of you, all your support, all that you share with me, all your beautiful words to me. And I just want to say to each and every one of you, have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. And I'm sending much love to everyone. Thank you so much. We will see you again soon.